Alright, and we are back with the second match of the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Charity Invitational 2017. The charity we are sponsoring this year is Gamers Outreach, along with our partners at Astro, Nvidia and Intel. We're helping raise money for children in need of gaming while they're in hospital. So here we are, we'll start the second match. So she's just about to begin right now.
Yeah, we're going to be keeping our eyes on Pachinki for this one. And the main reason for that, in case you weren't aware, is because we have got some wagers going down in this matchup. We did kind of course, replay this map after a small little tech break. So we hopefully will see this same sort of thing go down. And hopefully we do, because the idea is that basically two players have wagered that they want to have a fist fight on top of a roof to the north of Pachinki. And if they win, they'll the one who loses has to donate $50 to the other one's charity fund. So we're going to keep our eye and see how this goes down, because, well, I'm quite intrigued to see if it still goes down. We did have the fist fight, and we did have to find our winner, but I'm curious to see who's actually going to be able to take it down now. It's going to be for a legit play, 4 players jumping into Pachinki, but I don't think they're going for the roof area. I think they're just going to... Yeah, okay, so it doesn't look like... Okay, so we've had our little moment in the sun, so sadly not to be the case, not to be the chance available for them right now. Roids and Punji Stick will get themselves in towards one area, and we have got Monty and Satelliter in the church area, and I think there's actually the sermon that they might go down for. No, they're going to go looting, so maybe this is just all wrong, and I'm completely wrong about everything in life.
That's usually the case with you.
Shut up.
Alright, so what are we going to see happen here? Pretty much everybody's spread out. Nobody's near each other, so we're not going to see much action, except for the bottom right near Malta. We see 4 people quite close to each other. Rhino Q and his teammate are actually trying to run over DJ Penicus.
Yeah, DJ Pernicus is just trying to avoid getting run over, and Rhino Q could take himself a very easy kill. Look at this, they're just trying to avoid everything they can. DJ Pernicus running away. There's also London FP Sucks trying to get himself in with a chance. If they can get that buggy, oh no, that's bad for London FP Sucks. He's going to get taken up by his own teammate, Rhino Q. Lots of damage done to London FP Sucks, and Weekend got himself out an M16. Go try to see if he can take some good damage. He does take down London FP Sucks, knocks him out and kills him eventually. So now Rhino Q is going to be the only man in a Dacia. It looks like they're going to go challenging on with the buggy as well. So this could be our first team elimination coming on through here. Rhino Q is having to run away, and the chase is now on for these guys here into Malta. They're going to head out towards the military base island, which is good because, you know, the safe zone is still going to be in that general area. They'll start things off nicely, and Rhino Q is going to get himself immediately across the bridge. And, well, these guys aren't going to give chase. Aren't going to give up the chase. They're going to keep going. They're going to see if they can take him down.
Yeah, they're hungry for kills here, and they would just want Rhino Q dead. DJ Pernicus, we saw last game, he did take them down in the military base. So looks like they're going to be aiming to do that again.
I'm just trying to take a look what else is going on the map, because it seems like they're going to be in for a chase for a while. Meanwhile, in Pachinki, we've got a big cluster of players. We've got a big cluster of a lot of people kind of trying to get themselves into good positions. Roids and his teammate Punji Stick are pretty spread apart here. One's out towards the south side and one's out towards the north side. And look at Roids. He's caught between 2 very hard places. Monty and Satelliter are in very good positions. I don't know if they realise that they're in the town yet, but they are very, very close to each other, and this one could end up being a couple of kills going their way. Punji Stick's also in a good backstab position against Monty, so Monty's got to keep his eye out or get himself in towards a different building, closer towards Roids. But Roids, he's getting himself further away. I don't think any of them realise how close they are to each other.
No, I don't think any of them have seen each other. Yeah, like you said, they don't realise. Monty is kind of in between Punji and Roids here, so I would say he's the most vulnerable right now.
Yeah, I definitely think that's the I definitely think that is the truth right there. He is most separated from Satelliter. Satelliter is currently looking towards, well, he's just looking at it. He's looking to try to rejoin his teammate and try to give himself a decent chance in the event that players are moving in and players are close, which of course is true. We should see this fight go down eventually. He's going to find himself a shotgun, but he's got himself 2 rifles, so I don't think... Oh no, he's got himself, sorry, a double barrel, which is a very questionable choice in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the double barrel. I think that it's not a very good choice of of gun, especially when you consider you only got 2 shots versus pump action where you use semi-automatic in the or pump action where it's pump action and the SK12 which is semi-automatic. So definitely a lot of different options and definitely a lot of different tastes, but I don't really agree with it. But let's take a look at elsewhere on the map. What's going on as your quick weather forecast up in Zaki. Got 2 other teams, Markstorm TV and Cruda87 versus Squeezeshot and Halifax, who are going to take challenges eventually. They are once again like, on opposite ends of the side. And Georgia Pool have themselves 3 teams in that particular area of the map right here. But, you know, there's very little going on outside of that. Yazana, Polania.
We should take a look at Roshawk. There's 2 teams moving in quite close to each other. Sniping MG and Shorty.
I can't find Roshawk.
Just above the school.
Just above the school. Ah, okay. No, yeah, you're right about that. This is going to be very, very close. I think King Lorthic... No, wait, hang on. Go back to Pachinki because they have actually spotted each other out in the team battle right there. Royd does get spotted out, so now he's going to have to back himself off a little bit further here.
Actually jumping onto the roofs here, Assassin's Creed style. Gonna really see Satellizer. He's gonna come around the corner.
Well, meanwhile, Cream's going to take down Dimezdi. I think that was actually down towards Roshawk. No, it wasn't actually. It was just slightly south of Pachinki. But either way, Royd's still going to be able to get himself out the info. He's going to go challenging immediately on through. I don't think he realizes just yet, but he has been spotted out, I do believe. And there it is. Shots will come through. Monty and Satellizer are trying to get as much damage in as they can. And Royds is down very, very low now. He's got to try and find whatever he can. Is that grenade going to kill him? I think it just got inside. No, it didn't. He just got bounced off the wall instead. But now they know where he is. Now Royds is in trouble. Now Ponji Stick needs to get himself into his teammate's aid right here because Royds is in a very bad spot. And that grenade is going to be able to take him down. Beautifully done. Monty's tagged up, but they got themselves a kill. And Punji Stick is in a faraway place. He cannot be dealing with this whatsoever.
Yeah, Punji Stick's just going to leave this. He's believing his teammates to die. He's going to go over there and actually just double check, see if he can actually get a kill, but nah, he's going to back away here. He knows he can't get them.
Well, meanwhile, I do actually want to bring our attention over to Yazda Polina because, well, that fight will take a while to go down. We actually had a kill coming in. Wish has lost to her teammate. And now we got LOL Renee closing in very, very quickly on towards this last remaining player. You can see her closing in, Mac 10 in hand. Still a bit of a ways away, just behind that school building, but taking a look at the teams here, we have got Angry PUG and Ninja Kappa, the 2 players out towards the north as well, and Wish is caught between 2 very difficult to handle teams, so this could end up being Wish's last stand right here. AK in hand. Skixy's also going to kill King Lothric, or... You said he has that was an alias of someone else's. Whose was it?
That was Lyric.
Lyric. Okay, so Lyric's down and out of the action right now. So Cream will come in and take himself a couple more kills. So Deathridge goes down. Fake Uniform is going to go down as well. So we're down to 54 players. I'm trying to see whether all this action is going out here. Actually, it does look like it's once again back towards that town just south of Pachinki. Speaking of Pachinki, we're going to see Punji Stick also try and make his way in towards the revenge situation for his teammate. But even then, you know, he's in a 1 versus 2. It's very undoable for him.
I think he's just going to try and get a little bit of revenge, try and get maybe 1 kill. We see Monty, however, he's kind of stuck on the rooftops here, just going a bit Assassin's Creed style, as I said before, with his teammate of Satellizer. Just go, they've got a good vantage point.
I'm just keeping my eyes on all the current happenings, seeing what's going down in the grand scheme of things, because right now, seems like there's very little particular positions right here. There is, of course, the red zone, which is going to put Punji Stick in a bit of a bad spot in his current spot here. Still going to be inside, so we should be able to survive it, but either way, we'll keep our eyes on through. Wish is going to get herself out of dodging Yazda Polanka and Ninja Kappa and co. will get themselves away from that particular area. The zone, the electric field is starting to close in. LOL Renee and Aval, I can't say her name, I can't do it. It's so hard for me. I just can't seem to do it. And meanwhile, out towards the southern approach into Pachinki, there's 2 vehicles closing on through. Steve-O live and 1 more vehicle containing, I'm not sure who that was actually. They did kind of intersect with each other, but now they have kind of moved away from each other. They will sort of make their way in towards Pachinki, so this could make this whole 1v2 situation very, very difficult for Punji Stick, especially as the red zone is still in play towards that general area now. We'll be seeing some fight going down as Mr. Grims and his teammate are trying to take down Ninja Kappa in the vehicle, but Ninja Kappa and Angry Pug are going to get themselves away back in towards the closest centre of the zone here. So two players tagged up outside the zone. Secretia and Halifax are actually dead outside up towards the north western area of the map, and they're going to get taken down very quickly unless they can get themselves back in. And also out towards the eastern side, we have got Richard Hammer going down. HC Justin as well is trying to get my lock on towards him, but it just doesn't seem to be working right now. HC Justin is just trying to get himself the shots onto Manpons. But Manpons is also getting the flank coming on through with Dreaded Cone taking down HC Justin, and that's it. That's one more team out of the action. Out towards Lipovka. And they'll get themselves that survival. They'll get themselves back in towards this matchup here.
Yeah, I want to point your attention up towards Zaki with Sakisha and Halifax. They've left it very, very late to actually be getting into the zone here. They're not. Yeah, they're chasing the zone. They may end up dying.
No, they got lots of health. They should be all right for the most part, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they should be okay.
I just want to keep my eyes on who's taking fire and where. Halifax is obviously taking damage, but I think Gassy Mexican did try to chime onto one player out towards his general position. Trying to find out where that position is, of course, because I honestly don't know.
Down.
So this is the problem with using the tab menu. You don't really know where people are going.
Where people are, yeah.
Oh no, I've got it now. I think I've got it now. Yeah, I've got it now, but
to the west of Pachinki, we have Ninja Kappa and Mr. Grimm's teams actually coming up on each other. Don't know if they've seen each other yet. Some like, if not, they don't know where each other are, but they are closing in.
Speaking of teams closing in on each other, take a look at the east side of Pachinki. Mr.
Yes,
Grimm is also closing in towards Ninja Kappa. I think you meant to say the east. You said the west, my friend.
I did. I said the west.
Well, either way, just taking a look at the position here of the duo. They are looking in towards the house. I think they realised that Ninja Kappa and Angry Pug are in this house. And meanwhile, if we take a look inside the house, Angry Pug and Ninja Kappa don't know that they're being watched. I think they do get spotted out earlier and trying to enter on so they can get the loot down. They have found themselves a bit in terms of a shotgun and the like, but not much more than that coming out here. So yeah, they'll be watched, and when they eventually exit, I think that these two, Mr. Grimes and Anthony Kongpan, are just going to camp it out and wait for the push to come on through. They have got themselves, I think, just about in the zone here. Yeah, they are in the zone. They're well within the zone, so they're fine on that front. Steve Olive's also holding out in one building. Wish is on his own. Or on her own, excuse me.
If you've seen here, Mr. Grims, he's got the AWM. So he's going to be wanting to take those long-range fights because he has the advantage.
Once again, just holding back, waiting for Angry Pog or Ninja Kappa to take themselves a fight that they just can't win. Meanwhile, Cream moving his way on through to the vehicle might cause a bit of a stir here within his sight. Actually, I think, is he heading up the road? He could end up running over these two.
He's heading towards Ninja Kappa, yeah.
Yeah, he's heading up towards Ninja Kappa, so he could end up getting taken out very, very quickly here. He's moving his way. There comes shots in from the houses right there. I think that is Angry Pug taking those fights, and Cream going to get himself out towards the back. I think he wants to take this fight, and indeed he will be doing so. He's got a shotgun in his one hand, an AKM in the other, and he will slowly make his way in towards the town here. Angry Pug, first man up towards the chopping block, and this could be so crucial. Again, the AWM was watching the cross. It's watching the entire town. If they peek out, they could get their heads taken off.
Yeah, that's correct. So Ninja Kappa and Angry Pug, they're basically in a sandwich here. They can't move one way, or they get shot by Cream. They can't move the other way, or else they get shot by Mr. Grims. So what is going to happen here? What do you think?
Well, Cream is going to have to try to take this aggressive angle. I think that Ninja Kappa and Angry Pug are in good defensive positions, and right now you can see that Mr. Grims and Anthony Kongpang are trying to take more aggressive angles against them. They're trying to get themselves into a decent shout to really shut them down, but you know, no one realizes that these two snipers are up towards the top of the hills, so This could end up being a case that'll take some picks right back here, and he is going to get himself in towards the front door, try to see if he can get his way into in the matchup. But he could get taken down here. I think that Mr. Grims and Co are going to try to see if they can let him do his work. He's now going to get himself up towards, spots out. Angry Pug takes that first shot, can't land the second, as he is going to be the pump action doing some good work. There comes the second one, and look at the health on him. He does get taken down eventually by Ninja Kappa. As there it is right there. Angry Pug is down, is just holding on to his self. Ninja Kappa moving their way on through. And at this point, this will be the time for the snipers to strike. Here they come, Mr. Grims and Angry Kongpan. Moving their way slowly on towards it. They're looking for a chance in the window, but they're not going to find it. In fact, they're going to be like led away. I think they may even try for a bit more of a passive play in this case.
Yeah, they're hesitating quite a lot. They don't know how low Ninja Kappa is, so they don't know if he's been hit at all. So they're waiting. They're waiting for them. They're waiting for them to come out.
Vehicle I can also hear. And actually take a look at the map as well. There's two more players coming on through. A sniper named G and his teammate Sixy. Will they spot them out? They're going in a totally different angle, so this is going to end up getting very interesting very quickly between these three teams. This is where all the action is going down in this particular area. And I'll give you a quick overview while we take a look at the overall area. Pachinki, we've still got a 1 versus 2, but Punji Stick hasn't moved very far at all. Lily Lexi's getting closed in by Julia TV and Tin Mac out towards the east of the zone. And here it comes, going to be the fight going on. Mr. Grims is going to get tagged up so hard. Sniper named G and Sexy Hexy may have just saved Ninja Kappa and his teammate. As now they're the ones going to be sandwiched in between a rock and a hard place. Now Ninja Kappa realises there's something going on, and this could end up being a kill and a half that goes to either player's favour. There it is. This is going to be so difficult for them. I think they might try and fall out. Yes, Anthony's going to go ahead and get himself out the way. Mr. Grims is going to get knockout. Sniper on MG at least, so he's down. Sexy Hex, he still has to do a bit of work though. He's going to get himself over to try and help out his teammate. But even then, there's so many angles to worry about here. It's going to be so difficult for him.
Yeah, that's that. Oh, there we go. He's getting shot now. Satellizer does take down Sexy Hexy, and that team dead. They're out.
Yeah, Mr. Grims and oh look at this, Monty and Satellizer are coming in from the back as well. So this is about to become very, very difficult. They're expecting players to be in that area, but they're not accounting once again for the team out towards the left. Mr. Grims and Anthony Kongpan.
There just seems to be like a huge point of contention for all of these teams here.
Well,
Anthony Kongpan and Mr. Grims are taking shots. Monty is low on health. He's going to try and get behind this rock. Succeeds. Heal up now.
Yeah, they're trying to fight a war on two fronts, Anthony and Grims. Meanwhile, Ezekiel's going to get knocked out. And the energy drinks will be drunk right here for these players. And right now they're looking to get themselves out of dodge. I think they realise that it's just way too hot in this area. It's way too difficult for them to try and make this one work. So they'll get themselves out of place. Ninja Kappa and Angry Pug are going to stay alive. And Monty and Satellizer will give chase. So all in all, actually, all these teams are going to come out pretty nicely done here. That's actually not going to be that bad of a shout right there. One team does go down. And now, actually, this eastern area of Pachinki is going to become very, very hotly contested. It is the centre of the map. And meanwhile, Thadrius is going to go challenging on towards another team out towards the western side. In a bit of a settlement out here. He's in the open. And where is he fighting on towards? He's fighting on against Darkness and Bonga. The smokes are out to try and cover off his cross, but even then they've got themselves a nice positional advantage here.
Yeah, I think Thadrius, he's wanting to get the sneak up on them. He's wanting that he thinks they don't know where he is. Waiting.
Well, Bonga knows exactly where he is, so that's not going to be a factor.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he has taken hits. I didn't realise that. Yep, there we go, they've spotted him out now.
And there it is, Thadrius down to a tiny morsel of health. And Bonga will push around, trying to see if he can get that angle to shut him down. The smoke's covering him off just a little bit, but the flank is on his way regardless. So at the end of the day, smoke is not a wall. Smoke is going to be just a cover for you, a temporary cover. Energy drink now. Thadrius is going to get himself healed up. Taps will come through, and he'll try and see if he can take him down. Bonga with the flank, spots him out. Tapping, finding shot. Yeah, still finds some shots, but not going to find any tags. Not going to find that kill either. That kill-ending fight here. No, he's just going to miss all his shots. Thadrius is going to get himself out scot-free, and I think he's going on for the retreat as well. Yeah, he's going to get himself out of dodge. He can't take a 1 versus 2, so he's going to play smart and play the survival game here.
Yeah, Darkness and Bonga just they choked. That's it. That's the only word for it. They choked. They should have got that kill. They should have wiped out that team.
Well, let's have a look, see what else is going on the map here.
Ooh,
Most
down
teams
here,
are pretty
Josh
spread
OG.
out. Josh OG. Oh,
Gonna
I
be
see.
coming up with Fairlight here.
Yeah,
And Gold Glove.
Summit's gone down in this case. I think that, yeah, Josh OG is his teammate, and Gold Glove is closing in with Fairlight. So, right now, this is looking, well, pretty ugly for a lot of players, but there's Fairlight. Does spot him out. Does Gold Glove see him? No, he doesn't actually. This could be information. No, Fairlight doesn't see him either. Oh, wait, what am I saying? They're on the same team.
No,
Excuse
they're
me.
on the same team.
They think they're trying to hunt down Josh OG, who's holding into this thing right here. I think he spots out Gold Glove, and now he's going to go taking a fight. Gold Glove and Josh OG in very close range fights. Josh OG is going to get himself out of contention instead. Back out towards the outside. Spots out. Flashlight. Fairlight. But there it is. Fairlight takes that kill, and Josh and Summit are out of the running. Thaddeus is still closing in, though. He's come in to try and see if he can take the challenge, but again, it's a 1 versus 2 situation. This is so similar to what we saw in the last settlement. It's just not going to happen.
Yep, and Pachinki is now out of the zone, so anyone who is in there, they're leaving. You see the zone there hanging around kind of between Milta and Pachinki, and pretty much everybody is in there. Have a look towards the east of Pachinki. You'll see Steve Alive, Phantom Ace, and Jozan Man. They're quite close to each other.
Yeah, this looks like to be where the next fight is going to go down, but take a look to the south as well. Wish, Punji Stick, and Miss May and Diesel, as well as Lily Text, are starting to close in there. They're in this one settlement here. I should make a point that Wish has been sitting in that eastern building of that settlement also that western building of that settlement for a long time, as is Miss May and Diesel. They've been watching out this. I'm not sure if they're in a pack, or if they just don't realize what's going on here. Meanwhile, at Pachinki Hill, Darkness and Bonga are closing in on the two snipers of the matchup. Thaddeus is closing in from the back as well, and now it will be a fight going down because I think they're trying to keep themselves together in this one. Johnson Man looking for Stevo and looking for Kili Kapowski.
Everyone's so close here, and they don't realise.
Precisely, yeah. It's just a nice cluster of people, a very dense cluster of people coming on through. Fairlight is going to get his teammate through here, and Thaddeus is not going to be able to find that one there. He's going to get closed in by the zone, so he's going to be in a bad spot. Have to get himself out of danger here, and there's the car from Fairlight. Did he spot him out? No, Bonga's actually going to take the one there. Gold Glove's going to go down, and now Fairlight's the last man alive for that team. Gold Glove's out of the action, and now Darkness and Bonga are going to get closed in by the zone as well. There's the two snipers as well, the two sniping members. I can't tell who they are. Anthony Kongpan and Mr. Grims coming in from the left-hand side, and they've got to be so careful. Look, they don't even realise that they're closing in. Look at their position. Look at where they are. They're going to see them in just a short second. They're going to see if they're going to try to take that kill right there. They're both out towards there. Bonga doesn't spot it out. There comes the taps, and Bonga's going to get tagged up. Solo HP. Darkness is going to be pretty unscathed, but there comes the kill. There comes the headshot, and now it's all on one to try and make this one work. It will be grenade out, and that's going to spell the end for Bonga. He goes up with smoke, and Anthony Kongpan gets himself, or Mr. Grims gets himself, a kill.
That was one of the best Kirby's I've ever seen in this game. I've not seen many, but that was a good one. So now Thaddeus is actually quite close to Mr. Grims and Anthony Kongpan here, so he's going to try and sneak up on them.
Oh, wow. Take a look at the situation going on with Fairlight, though. He's going to get himself into the fight with Steve Olive and Killer Kapowski and the other team that were there a second ago. They've all gone down. Pedardo's going to get man-poons as well. So just like that, we're starting to see the big number of kills come to their favour. I don't think he realises that there's players inside the settlement. He's going to go making all the footsteps, giving away all the information. He's going to run straight up there, and he's going to get taken down by Killer Kapowski. He spots out Steve Olive right there, and that's going to be all she wrote for him. He still takes a lot of damage onto Killer Kapowski. He's peeking out. He might take the second kill onto Killer. No, it's not going to happen.
No.
He goes down, and now they're all out of contention here. But let's take a look at this. Thaddeus back up towards the northwestern side of this zone. He's still holding so passive. He's still holding back to play the stealth game, and it might actually work out for him because he could survive to the end here. Meanwhile, on the western side, a bit of a player cluster has started to form. Little Patriot, I believe with his teammate Pudado, are starting to move on through. They do spot out one, but they're just trying to make their way in toward the zone itself. And all in all, this is just an absolute cluster of people that could end up it's going to end up very, very bad for them if they're not careful about this whole thing.
Yeah, Wish is actually starting moving now from that building. Realised there was some shots going down and has left. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect is actually getting hurt here, so Who's he getting shot by?
Not 100% sure. There's a lot of fights going down. Actually, he's now outside the zone, so he's going to make his way back inside very, very quickly. Otherwise, he's going to be out of the action once again here. Lots of kills going down. Judy is going to get one. DJ Pernicus is going to get some more for his own right. And now at the center of the zone is going to become a hot contention here for lots of players. Look at this. Look at Ryan Q and Smuck and Viz Games. They're all in the same little area. They're all in the same little zone. And if they end up going forward, if they end up trying to fight here, this could be an absolute bloodbath with another team joining the fray. Miss May and Ryan Q all on Diesel now. He's going to be in a 1 versus 2. Spots them out. Oh, no. He is with Miss May. Excuse me. My mistake.
Rhino's in the 1 versus 2, and he knows what they are. Takes the shots, doesn't get anything on. He takes Miss May down. So it's all up to Diesel now to actually get this kill. On to Rhino.
Revival comes out. Rhino Q. Is he going to go aggressive? I think he might go aggressive. He's going to get himself a bit out on his side of things. Either way, Kongpan's taking down Julia. Meanwhile, up towards the northwestern side, Wish has got herself out. Stevo's in a bad spot. And Wish will get firing on through here. I'll keep an eye on what's that going on there. But meanwhile, the close range fights are still out of contention here. Wish just trying to stay alive. She's not had a very good game so far in this one.
No, but at least she is alive. She has weapons. She has a little bit of armor. So she can still win this. Like with this game, any situation is winnable.
Definitely more. Smuck and Viz Games are going to get themselves out there. They realise that there's a lot more players in that area than they probably expect. Diesel's going to spot them out, however, and I think they realise what's going on. They're going to try to turn around and see if they can take the fight here. So here it comes. A bit of a team fight coming in from Diesel and Miss May. Rhino Q is still holding out, and well, Miss May and Diesel are going to get themselves back in towards here. They're going to play more passive. I think they're going to try and... I think they realise that it's not going to work out well for them if Rhino Q can just come down and take them down at any point. Meanwhile, Stevo's died outside the play zone. That one's done. Smuck's going to get himself out of contention. Viz Games, they're going to go on towards Ami Pug and Nitra Kappa instead. They've taken up liberties in another settlement, and they will take the fights out here. Viz Games, first man in. Smuck, second man in, and Smuck's going to get tagged down first. And now Viz Games got such a close range angle. We're able to take down Angry Pug, knocks him out, but isn't able to get that kill entirely. He's got to take out his other teammate as well. So Ninja Kappa, bit of a bad spot for him. The play area is going to get restricted. It's getting smaller and smaller, and all these team fights, all these tiny little pockets of conflict are going down. Biteman's knocked out. Padudo takes him out, and there he is. Biteman should also go down eventually. With a team fight from Viz Games going on here. This is going to be very, very hectic all across the map. Just take a look at the current state of things. Right now there's fights going on. Rhino Q and Miss May are going to be the last two alive, and meanwhile it's going to be the Angry Pug fight with Ninja Kappa. We'll see how that one goes down. We'll follow that one in particular. Ninja Kappa is alone in a bad spot. Still knocks out one. Takes him down. Looks for that kill. Takes down Smuck. Looks for the second, but no. It's not going to happen. Viz Game takes him out. We're going to jump on with Rhino Q now, who's still fighting against Miss May.
Oh, this has suddenly come down to 11 people.
Indeed it has, yeah. We're down to 11 people. Weaken and DJ Pernicus moving on through. DJ Pernicus is in a team with Weaken. So we'll see how they find it as Rhino Q is on his
right
own.
next to Miss May. From what I can see.
Actually, it's going to be Weaken that comes in taking down Miss May, so Rhino's going to get himself out of the shot here. He's going to be left out in the zone, so obviously that's going to cause a bit of a problem, but I think he's trying to bait them. I think he's trying to wait for them to move on through so we can take him out with some quick shots right here. Doesn't have the info just yet. He's got a bit of health, so we can see if we can spot him out. Yes, he does. Now he's starting to take those fights right there. DJ Pernicus not going to get the tags up now. He's got to get himself in towards the actual safe zone because right now the damage is just way too intense. It's far too much for him to handle, so he gets himself back out. We're into our top 10 Viz Games. Only man inside the new safe zone, and now we're down to... well, a bit of a weird spot here. Miss May is out, of course, down towards that little settlement. Mark Storm Team and Kruder at the top to the north. Anthony Kongan and Mr. Grims are out to the west. Pudado and the Loyal Patriot are out towards the east. So, Viz Games is a lone man, only man left of his team. Rhino Q, only man left for his team. So all in all in total, we've got ourselves 6 teams, 4 of which are still in duos. And they will slowly make their way into what is slowly becoming a very, very small site here.
Yeah, everybody's closing in on Viz Games here. Rhino Q is going to be searching a little shack there, but everything is just coming in towards Viz Games. He's going to have to stay there, basically defend his home until he can, until he gets killed. Basically, I don't think there's a way he's getting out of this alive.
Well, speaking of not getting out of this alive, Markstorm's been taken down by Pudado. takes him out, and now it's all down to his own teammate, Kuda, who's also going to get tagged up pretty hard by basically peeking into two players, VizGames and Rhino. And VizGames is watching out from one angle. Pudado and Loyal Patriot are watching out from another, and they're just going to get tagged up so hard. Kuda will be able to get himself at least that much. There are players creeping around from the western side up towards the north, Weaken and DJ Pernicus. Meanwhile, Rhinoq and VizGames, they're still trying to fight their way out of this Kuda and Markstorm, but as the zone closes in, Markstorm is going to have his life pretty much limited, and Kuda's going to be forced into a bad spot. He could end up getting taken down. He will still take the fights anyway, but there it is. He does go down, and now it's going to be 6 left alive. Loyal Patriot and Pudado. Loyal Patriot is actually going to die to Weaken, and there it is. EJ Pernicus and Weaken going to become the last duo remaining in this one. They've still got to deal with VizGames and Rhinoq. And look at this, VizGames. It's worked out so well for him. He's still taking the fights right there. He's going to see if he can take down DJ Pernicus. He's down to such a low amount of HP already. Weaken's also in a bad spot here, and out towards the southeast, Rhinoq is just looking for that next fight that might bring him back into contention for this one. He's out in a small shack, and he's got to move eventually. 40 bullets left on his person, got painkillers and everything, and right now, this one is so weak. Like, this is just such a weird position to be in right here. I guess you can say that VizGames has got the best positional advantage, because now he's dead set in the middle of the zone. At the same time, yeah, no, he's got himself in towards the middle of the zone, so he's all right. And the other players have to come to him, but at the same time, they're going to come in from both sides. There's going to be a war on two fronts for him.
Yeah, Rhinoq, he knows where VizGames is from the shots he took at DJ Pernicus. So I would say VizGames is at the disadvantage here, but Rhinoq is getting shot, DJ Pernicus, and Weaken taking shots there.
This is a bolt action situation, and now VizGames are going to try to see if he can try firing on towards the same angle. They're trying to team up against them now. DJ Pernicus is down. VizGames is tagged up. Rhinoq is still holding out, looking for that one shot that might shut down DJ Pernicus. And DJ Pernicus takes one shot straight to the chest, and now he's so low. He gets himself a med kit to get himself back to his teammate Weaken. And Weaken's now going to see if he can try to take down Rhinoq. Rhinoq does get spotted out, but still, we're closing in the zone now. They're going to have to play very close quarters combat. They've got to charge in. They've got to take down VizGames, and VizGames probably realizes this. He probably realizes his position right here is not very good. He's only got one way in, one way out, so got to watch those windows, got to watch the information. He knows where Weaken is now. He knows that he has to peek out. He knows he's got to get that kill pretty quickly. He will peek out. Rhinoq's not going to see anything. It's going to be behind the wall, out towards the Jeep now. They don't realize he's peeked on through. Do they realize? I don't think they've got the information. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Wait, VizGames has the drop. He's going to take down Weaken. No! Weaken spots him out instead. So now it's all on Rhinoq in a 1 versus 2. Once again, a very similar end to the last matchup, and now he'll spot the first out, takes the first shot, but takes the first miss as well. He's got to go into the zone to get back out of it, but look at the damage intensity. Nope. It's just not going to happen. Weaken takes him out, and Weaken and DJ Pernicus will win match number 2.
Yeah, that's 12 kills total for Weaken and DJ Pernicus, so they are going to be top of the leaderboard there with those kills. I think technically they were the best team there. Obviously, that shows because they won.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much right there, but either way, game 2 goes to Weaken and DJ Pernicus, and we're going to go take a quick break before we get started in the game number 3 here to decide the decider one, who is going to be our top champions, taking away prizes of GTX 1080s and Pride. We'll find out in a second. The Player Unknown's Battlegrounds Invitational rolls on in just a few.